Bang.
Object captured. Merciless. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Merciless. Eliminations. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. 4 at once. Perfect aim. 5 at once. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. Incredible. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination.
Point A captured.
Perfect aim. Double elimination.
Point A
Merciless.
under
Triple elimination.
Point A captured.
Perfect aim. Eliminations. 4 at once. Perfect aim. Nice. Perfect aim.
Point A is under attack.
Point A lost.
The enemy captured Point C.
Perfect aim.
Point B is under attack. Point B is under attack. Point captured Point A. Point B is under attack. Point C is under attack. Point D is under attack. Point
Double
C is
elimination.
captured. Savage.
Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Domination.
Point B is under attack. Point B is under attack.
Point B lost. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Nice. Assist. Assist. Perfect aim.
Point C is under attack.
Elimination streak lost. Perfect aim. Domination. Double elimination. Merciless. Awesome. Perfect aim. Incredible. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point C is under attack. Point B captured.
Point C lost.
Point B is under attack. Point B
Domination.
captured. The enemy captured
Double
Point C.
elimination. Domination.
The enemy captured Point A. Point C is under attack.
Elimination. Double elimination. Domination. Perfect aim. Elimination. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point C captured.
Perfect aim. Domination. Nice. Perfect aim. You rock. Nice. Nice. Perfect aim. Elimination. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim.
Bang.
Perfect aim. Incredible. Triple elimination. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim.
Bang. Point A is under attack.
Point A lost. Merciless. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point A captured. Bang.
Elimination. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. 4 at once. Perfect aim. Incredible. Perfect aim.
The enemy captured point A.
Perfect aim. Domination. Incredible.
Captured. Point A is under attack.
Merciless.
Point A captured. Point
Elimination.
A is under attack.
Double elimination. Perfect
Point A
aim.
is under attack. Point A captured.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point A is under attack. Point A is under attack.
A lost. Domination. Incredible. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. First strike. Perfect aim. Merciless. Elimination streak. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. Domination. Incredible. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Awesome. Nice.
Point A is under attack. Point A is under attack.
Nice.
Point A captured.
Assist. Perfect aim. Insane. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The enemy captured point A.
Bang. Double elimination. Blade Master.
Point A captured. Point A is under attack.
Nice.
Point A captured. Point A is under attack.
Nice.
Point A is under attack.
Point A lost. Bang. Perfect aim.
Point A is under attack.
Point A lost. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Merciless.
Captured. Point A is under attack.
Point A lost.
The
Bang.
enemy captured Point A.
Bang.
Point A captured.
Nice.
Point A is under attack. Point A is under attack.
Lost. Perfect aim. Domination. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Eliminations. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Blade Master.
Point A captured. Point A is under attack.
Point A lost. Perfect A domination.
The enemy captured Point A.
Perfect A domination. Bang. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Eliminations. Double elimination. Triple elimination. Perfect aim.
Point A is under attack.
Point A lost. Perfect A domination.
Captured Point A.
Double elimination. Perfect aim. Triple elimination. Perfect aim.